I made it to Nashville. Another 49ers update. While I was in the air, I was tracking Twitter, and I noticed that people are misinterpreting what Matt Barrows said on Tim Kawakami's podcast regarding Nick Sorensen, the candidate to be the 49ers special teams coordinator. Matt simply said that he thinks that Nick Sorensen should be the favorite to be the special teams coordinator, not that Nick Sorensen is the favorite to be the special teams coordinator. So do Matt a favor and don't twist his words on social media. That job's still very much open. 49ers looking to succeed. Brian Schneider, they were horrific last season. They lost like 65 expected points on special teams. All I can think of is that one of the biggest inefficiencies was their kicker, Jake Moody, after he sprained his high ankle. And the reason that he sprained his high ankle was because the 49ers could not cover on kickoff, and they made Moody make the tackle. It wasn't the best kickoff either, so it was ugly last season. Now Nick Sorensen, speaking of him, he has a year of special teams coordinator experience under his belt with Jacksonville. He actually succeeded Brian Schneider there, and Jacksonville finished dead last that season as well, but like negative 32 expected points instead of negative 65, but who's counting anymore at this point? I think the bottom line when it comes to special teams coordinator, and we could talk about John Fossil, we can talk about Darren Rizzi. Those are two veterans who have had really good track records. But Brian Schneider also had a really good track record before he joined the 49ers. So I think the key for special teams coordinator, no matter whom the 49ers sign, is Kyle Shanahan has got to dedicate some real focus to that position, not just through the players the 49ers sign, but through his own actions around the facility. I think it's been a subconscious afterthought. That's the way that I put it. Kyle Shanahan has had way too many derogatory things, like little snide comments about special teams over the years, just saying he doesn't want them to screw it up. He needs to start thinking of special teams as a potential asset that can actually win the 49ers some games. Remember when they had Brad Seeley? By the way, Brad Seeley was the special teams coordinator of the great Harbaugh special teams units, 2011 to 2014. But before that, he was the special teams coordinator of the Browns, and his ace was Nick Sorensen. But back when the 49ers had Seeley, special teams came out and actually won games for them. It wasn't something that they were just trying to shield to and say, hey, just don't lose the game for us. So I think a mentality shift, regardless of whom the 49ers sign to be their special teams coordinator, is very, very important. Defensive coordinator, well, we're still talking about Robert Saleh being the favorite. People wondering, well, why aren't the 49ers interviewing anyone else? I can honestly say I don't know where exactly they are in their decision-making process with Robert Saleh. And there is a chance that there's an extremely high probability that the 49ers know of that Saleh will be available after these head coaching interviews, in which case he'd be a shoo-in. He's been the favorite since day one, and I think that he checks all the boxes that the 49ers need of experience at that defensive coordinator position, and obviously they already know him because he has coordinated this defense to great success. So before judging things too emotionally about the 49ers process, why don't we just wait and see what the results here are, and then we can dig through what the process was. All right, guys, take care.